Hey all of you Damon Salvatore fans, we have some news for you guys. Ready? The Vampire Diaries is Damon's biggest mistakes. This looks intense. The Vampire Diaries has always been centered around the love triangle between the good Salvatore brother and the bad Salvatore brother. Now which one is which depends on what season we're talking about. But one thing is certain, Damon is certainly the more spontaneous of the two. Stefan isn't exactly one to snap a neck that he didn't intend on snapping. Even when he was in revenge mode and nearly drove Elena off Wickery Bridge, it was all part of his plan. Damon, on the other hand, doesn't always take time to think about the consequences of his actions. The crazy, impulsive vampire in love with his brother's girl has done his share of bad deeds, from killing Mason Lockwood to the whole using Caroline thing. There's no doubt that when Damon first arrived in Mystic Falls, he was the badass the Salvatore, but the premeditated, whatever, I can't say the word, actions aren't even what we're most worried about when it comes to Damon. It's those moments when his emotions are too much for him to handle, and he just snaps. As Lena told him in Season 3, when he comforted her about waiting for him to make a mistake. It's what you do, Damon. You sabotage things. Think about it. Every time there's a bump in the road, you lash out. So will Damon's lashing out cause problems in Delena's Season 5 romance? We can only imagine, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's reveal some of Damon's most memorable, spontaneous mistakes. Turning Vicky. What happens when you force Damon to stay inside all day by stealing his daylight rain? Well, he finds a tasty little snack, throws an intimate dance party, and then eventually gets bored. And boredom for Damon means death for those in his prison. Sucks for Vicky. Am I right? Killing Lexi. This was a little bit premeditated. I can't say the word, sorry. But it still took all of us by surprise. Stefan's best friend. Really, Damon? That's messed up, even for you. Killing John, Elena's biological father. Although this little trick didn't last very long, Damon's decision to snap John's neck at the Founders' Day gathering was certainly a spur-of-the-moment decision. Perhaps that's how he missed the large ring on John's finger. Killing Elena's brother. Jeremy. Ah, yes, the next snap heard round the world. This goes down as Damon's biggest mistake. Thank goodness for Jeremy's reign, or else the Delena we know and love would have never stood a fighting chance. Feeding Elena his blood. Big mistake. When Klaus came to town and made Elena a sacrificial lamb, Damon wasn't exactly willing to trust Elijah to protect his lady love. Instead, he let his emotions overcome him, and in a moment of weakness, he forced Elena to drink his blood. Once again, if Bonnie and John hadn't figured out the spell, the Delena we know and love would have never stood a fighting chance. Killing Alaric and attempting to kill Bill Forbes, a.k.a. Caroline's dad. A couple episodes into Season 3, Damon was starting to get a little sick and tired of his image as the new Stefan, and he put an end to that image with a simple snap of the neck and the bite of another. Snapping Cole's neck and sleeping with Rebecca, Klaus's sister. And when Damon's emotions started getting in the way of Stefan and Elena's plan at the Originals ball, Damon couldn't hold it any longer. He told Elena that he loved her. Her response was a little hectic, and not at all she meant to say, but when you tell the oldest Salvatore that his love is the problem, then you can expect that he's going to snap a neck. Now, snapping a neck of an original with all of the citizens around, that wasn't exactly what we expected. And then sleeping with said original sister of the night he confused his love for Elena, that was cold, though somewhat understandable. It certainly seems like Damon spontaneously has caused many problems in the past. Let's hope it doesn't get the best of him and his relationship with Lena in the future. Do you miss the crazy impulsive vampire, or do you hope he shakes up? I hope that he shakes up, because I think Damon's a really nice guy. I hope he treats Elena really good in the season. I cannot wait to see it. I'm so excited to see how their relationship goes. And I hope they stay together. I will get more news later to you guys.